no matter what you do, we're going to keep making these.
No matter what you do. Who was that? Beatles?
No, that was
Badfinger.
Badfinger.
Day After Day.
Might as well have been the Beatles. I think Paul McCartney might have written that one.
Did Badfinger do anything they didn't write?
Yeah, I think the Badfinger wrote something.
Finding out,
but they sounded so much like the Beatles. It just killed me.
You think so? I thought they had an edge to them yet. The Beatles had gotten pretty polished by then.
Yeah, it's true, but they still the song sounded like Beatles.
Oh, yeah,
to me,
yeah.
And all of that stuff. In any case, I can't even remember where I was. So
you were just going to tell people to like, follow, and subscribe, or follow, like, subscribe, or subscribe, like, follow.
Yes, all of those things. And also share our shows with people,
Because misery loves company.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
So, San Diego, one of the places we almost got jobs. There are a lot of cities.
That's right. I forgot about that.
There are a lot of cities we almost got jobs.
Well, we would have been there as bachelors. That's the biggest problem. Our wives weren't going to go.
Yeah. And I'd miss the kids and you'd miss the kids and our phone bill in those days. Back in those days, children, the phones were attached to a wall or with a wire.
Yes.
Now, some of them sat on your desk, but they still had that wire.
Oh, boy.
And to call someplace like, say, the West Coast to God's country in the middle of the United States, that would be long distance, to which the phone company, don't dummies, they
charged exorbitant fees.
Much more. It was like airmail.
Oh, yes.
How stupid was it? I'm making it go airmail. Sweetheart, they all go airmail. It's not like they put this one in on a turtle and have them walk.
They all get into planes.
So, yeah, it would have been miserable. San Diego, Houston.
We have a problem.
Yeah, there was a few places we were so close.
What was the place up in, was it Washington or Oregon, right on the edge of the desert there? Tacoma. Wasn't it Tacoma?
It wasn't Tacoma, but you're right. There was a desert.
Right on the edge of the desert up there.
But it was a small town station that went into a big market.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah.
We could have $100.
We'd have been alone there too, but we'd have been warm. Now, where was I?
Shawshank Redemption.
Quit interview. I would never, ever find you fixing a boat. Actually, I would never, ever find you because what the hell, a compass? A man who tried to slither past, watch this, clever.
Oh, boy.
A man who tried to slither past the U.S. border agents in California had, 52 lizards and snakes hidden in his clothing, according to authorities.
Oh, my Lord.
I would love to be
still.
I don't want to be sexist, but wouldn't you love to be if this was a lady AP reporter? No, it doesn't really matter. If this was an AP reporter who didn't like reptiles.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You.
Yeah, I'm not a particular
afraid you'd
fan.
See one of them in your toilet bowl later. Yeah. The man was driving a truck and he oddly had a KFC pillow in it. When he arrived at the San Ysidro border, it's a crossing here when you go from Mexico to here or from here to Mexico.
Right.
He was pulled out for additional inspection because, well, U.S. Customs and Border Protection had a slow day and they thought, what the hell? Let's see what he's got. So agents snooped around, found 52 live reptiles tied up in small bags, which were concealed in the man's jacket, pants pockets, and groinal area.
Oh,
they had the tiny little zip ties, and they were all gagged.
And their hands were tied behind their backs. How do you do that with a snake?
And there was one snake that had gotten loose and was trying to build a bomb out of sulfur and a match. It was very weird.
Oh, it's a MacGyver snake.
We think it was a MacGyver snake.
Yeah.
52 live reptiles, 9 snakes, 43 horned lizards were seized. Ugh. Horned lizards? As if lizards don't get a bad enough rap. Some of the species are considered endangered, authorities say. Why?
They're lizards.
They're but ugly and creepy.
Yep.
According to Sydney Akai, Customs and Border Protection Director of Field Operations in San Diego. My God, man, your card must weigh a ton. Smugglers will try every possible way to try and get their product, or in this case, live reptiles, across the border. Now, Sydney, you're right. This is their product. It just happens to live and breathe.
Yeah.
Sort of. I guess they do. Yeah. In this occasion, the smuggler attempted to deceive CBP officers in order to bring these aminals Are they animals?
Mhm.
Into the U.S. without taking care for the health and safety of the animals. Now, see, if you were smuggling kids, it would have been a lot better.
You can't smuggle children in your pants.
That's true. Well, if you like pre-children,
Oh, but they're already there.
the 30-year-old U.S. citizen has been arrested, and I'm sure there'll be charges, and he'll probably be vilified by some organization somewhere. Lizards Anonymous will never let him into it.
That's true. That's true. Labels and signs and signs and signs and signs. Labels and signs and signs. On odor eaters, please do not eat.
Well, wait. It's in the title, man.
On a
You
blender.
either own them or eat them.
On a blender. On no account, improvise as a fish aquarium.
Copy that.
On stockings. Not to be used in the commission of a felony. See, I think some of these guys.
Have you ever tried to get bombas over your head, though?
Yeah.
Really?
On gloves. For best results, do not leave at the crime scene. It's an O.J. Simpson referral.
You're kidding.
No, it's there.
I got like a company that still has a tiny sense of humor after all the lawyers are through.
On a fridge. Refrigerate after opening.
See, that's funny.
Some of them are really getting.
Some of them have some time. Yeah.
On alphabet blocks, not for children. Letters may be used to construct words, phrases, and sentences that may be deemed offensive. You unplugged something, didn't you?
Did I?
No, there you go. Oh yeah. You just hit the noise gate.
Oh, good.
You were laughing and clapping.
Something went thud, and I went, oh, God, I've broken my room.
And on a cup of coffee, please allow to cool before applying to groinal area.
Always
cool your coffee.
Good advice.
There you go. You're up.
See, I have a really rude and disgusting thought going through my head, and I'm going to ignore it. A New York City man who needed to be rescued twice on consecutive days, which means he was rescued once each day, I'm guessing.
So he didn't sober up.
Apparently not. He was hiking in northern Arizona, the mountain range.
Mm-hmm.
He is urging others to pay more attention to winter weather than he did. Warning, says Philip Vasto in an online posting. Warning, unless you are an experienced alpine mountaineer, do not attempt Humphreys Peaks in the winter. There is so much snow that it's difficult to follow the trail and very easy to fall off it. Moreover, the wind is absolutely brutal. To which anyone who's ever lived anywhere north of the Mason-Dixon line goes, duh. 28-year-old Brooklyn man. Oh.
This explains it. He's a city boy.
If he'd have been from the Bronx, he'd have known. 28.
They know everything.
Just ask them. You don't even have to ask him. 28-year-old Brooklyn man first called 911 Wednesday at about 7 o'clock to say he got lost while hiking on Humphreys Trail in the San Francisco Peaks overlooking Flagstaff. Okay. The Conino County Sheriff's Office went and got him. And in their statement, they said they didn't identify him by name, Vasto.
Yeah.
But when he spoke to the Arizona Daily Sun, so the sheriff's office doesn't identify you.
Yeah, they don't want to make you look like an idiot.
No, so you do it on your own.
Yeah, well, if they're not going to do it.
My God, we are a stupid species. Anyway, he told the newspaper in a story published next week that he was an experienced hiker, but had underestimated the difficult conditions. Duh. I was thinking if I had to start early in the morning, I'll have all the time in the world to reach the summit. The trail, you ready? Runs 5.5 miles, which is 8.9 kilometers for Vlad, of steep, rocky terrain between the Arizona Snow Bowl Ski Resort and Humphrey Peaks, the state's highest point, elevation 12,633 feet. It's also like 3,800 some meters, but I'll let Vlad do his own conversion. Yeah. During the first rescue, underlined, during the first rescue, tracked vehicles from the ski resort that travel on snow drove Vasto off the mountain, and he declined medical attention. At 5 o'clock the next day, 911 call, Vasto saying he needed help after hurting himself in a fall near a ridge on the Humphreys Trail. Arizona Department of Public Safety, a rescue chopper was sent to pick him up, and another hiker who had stopped to help him.
So there's more than one idiot out there.
I'm guessing the other hiker might have had a clue as to what was going on. And, well, if I leave him here, he'll die.
I've got to help this idiot. Yeah, it depends. Does he have any money? Go through his pockets.
Vasto was provided with preventative search and rescue education about conditions on the trail.
At a very loud volume with no punctuation.
According to the sheriff's office statement. Why am I picturing? Do you remember late 60s, early mid 70s? They had that sheriff that sold Dodge cars on commercials.
Oh, yeah.
And he would always yell at the guy in the Dodge.
Yep.
And that's who I picture.
Stay!
So he was provided with preventative search and rescue education about the conditions on the trail and the approaching winter storm, and was encouraged to not attempt the hike again.
Knock it the heck off. We're not coming again.
Put it in a kneecap, officer. He'll be fine. The other hiker who stopped to help Vasto, Philip Wyatt, said it was very apparent that he was not prepared for the climate that he had gotten himself into. No dumb man. Wyatt decided to stay with Vasto and provided his number to the search and rescue team so that they could make contact in the likely scenario that Vasto's phone ran out of battery life because he'd been using it to check his route on a trail locator app.
Holy crap.
Wyatt told the Daily Sun, I really respect his perseverance. I hope he's able to make it to the top sometime. Might I suggest a guided tour?
Well, might I suggest June?
A bus. No, even then, a bus.
How? Picture?
A postcard. Somebody send him get to the top. Somebody. This Wyatt guy. Go to the top, take a selfie, send it to him. That's all the closer this bozo needs to get.
So let's talk about the lost art of news writing, shall we?
What if I don't want to? Oh, wait, I do want to.
I really don't care.
I do want to.
Now, you'll hear the line when it happens.
But I won't.
Fox 5 New York. A 91-year-old used his cane to defend himself in an attack by a robber who was attacking him with his own cane. The elderly man was sitting on a stoop when a man hobbled up to him and demanded cash. The victim gave him $4. But the man demanded more. The robber, who walks with a limp, then attacked him in the head with his cane.
Is there a sentence in here anywhere?
Yeah, the robber who walks with a limp then attacked him in the head with his cane.
Is there a legitimate sentence in here?
That's got to be the unniftiest line I've ever seen.
Everything is like bass backwards sideways, sort of.
The victim defended himself with his own cane.
Attaboy.
And the attacker walked to a bus stop. The victim, who suffered head pain and a laceration above his eye, was later transported to a community hospital in stable condition. They're still looking for the other guy. This is why we can't have nice things. The robber
right there
with a limp then attacked him in the head with his cane. That's the thing that just kills me. I'm going to attack you in the kneecap with my foot.
So I'm guessing they were friends, right? Because he walks up, says he wants I demand money, and gives him $4.
Yeah.
So if a friend comes up needing money, you give him money.
Yeah.
Why am I picturing the two guys from the old Muppet Show? Hudson and Landry? No. Martin and Lewis?
No.
Abbott and Costello? Stanford and Son?
Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz.
Very good documentary on Prime, by the way.
Okay. Well, thank you for that.
Waldorf and Astoria. No, it's not. It's Waldorf and...
This is true, really news. Send email to TiTR@netradio.network.